This video is going to teach you how to use DocHub to annotate over PDF files. So this is particularly helpful if you would like for your students to complete a worksheet digitally. Now these worksheets can be something that is in your online textbook, for example. They have some great worksheets, or perhaps you have a physical worksheet that you would like for your students to complete digitally. You can actually scan those in using your school copier. So if you're not sure how to take a worksheet and make it into a PDF file, I would suggest asking your media or e-learning specialist to help you with that. And I'm sure they would be happy to do that. But once your students get the PDF version of the worksheet, so whether you push that to them via Google Classroom or Canvas, for example, it will be in their drive. Now, they can open this up one of two ways. They can simply click on the file in their drive, go up to the three dot icon, choose Open With, and then click DocHub, or they can simply double click on the file to open it, and then up at the top, click Open With DocHub. Now, DocHub is something that will automatically be there for you and your students, so it's not something that you have to add yourself. Now, this is not my first take on this video, so that's why I get this pop-up that asks me if I want to create a duplicate. If it's the first time you're opening the file in DocHub, it's not going to ask you to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and click Create Duplicate. All right, so here's this worksheet. So as you can see, this is just a regular example of a worksheet that maybe you would typically pass out to your students, but you want them to complete digitally. So in DocHub, there are these tools up here that your students can use to annotate over the PDF. We have just a pointer, which is basically like the selection tool. They can add text. There's the draw tool, highlight tool, comment tool. There's the whiteout tool, so you can actually erase things. Stamp tool, they can insert an image, and then there's a sign tool. So, if your students are completing this worksheet, for example, the directions say to circle the verbs in these sentences. So, the dog chased the cat. They can actually just select the draw tool and circle it just like they would on a regular worksheet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and select the pointer tool just to get that draw tool to go away. Now, if I scroll down, here's another problem on this worksheet. Every sentence has a verb. Write a sentence and circle the verb. Okay, now I could use the draw tool to write a sentence, but as we know, that would be a little awkward for students to do with a mouse and especially difficult on a Chromebook. So I can select the text tool and click here to add my sentence. So I'm going to say, the cow jumped over the moon. All right. Now, just like in Google Docs or anything else, I can change the font size so I can make that bigger. So your students can play with that or however they want. I'm going to go back up to the pointer tool to get that to go away. So now I have a sentence and I can circle it with my draw tool. My verb jumped. All right. So also a great tool is the stamp tool. If you have worksheets that, let's say, have a multiple choice, so maybe they have an A, B, C, D listed, they can actually choose a stamp with this drop down, and a lot of teachers like this circle stamp because then they can put that over their answer choice if it's a multiple choice. So lots of different ideas about how you could use DocHub to complete a digital version of a worksheet. Now, when your students are finished, they're going to come up here to File, and down here where it says download, there's actually an option that says export to G Drive. All right, that's their Google Drive. So if I choose export to G Drive, okay, it's going to bring up their Google Drive. So if there's a particular folder that they want to save it in, they can do that. They can, so I'm going to just save it in a Tech Tools folder. All right, so if they have like a homework folder or something that you have them save it in, it's going to be successfully saved in the G Drive. So now they have the choice. They can simply click OK, or they can actually show that in their drive. All right, so now this worksheet is in my drive. It's in that Tech Tools folder that I placed it in. And if I click on that to open it, notice that it has my annotations that I just did inside of DocHub. So now your students can turn that in again via Google Classroom or Canvas, because now it is a file in their Google Drive, but it has the annotations over it. So that is how to use DocHub.